Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hey up everyone. Welcome to Project Metal Music's YouTube channel with the
Thank
absolutely brilliant River Brooks. Welcome, River.
thank you. Thank you very much for having me back on your show. It was
Yeah,
so much
my
fun
pleasure.
last time. It was
Oh
so
yeah, it was.
and that was what, like a 3 was it 3 months
About,
ago?
about 3 months.
Yeah, about 3 months ago and I'm back again. A lot's happened since then though, eh?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh,
it's crazy.
oh yeah. Yeah, so yeah, River, could you introduce yourself and what you do?
Yes, I'm River Brooks and I try my very best to be a musician and a singer. I'm probably better at the singing than I am at the musicianship, but I get by.
Yeah.
And we've the last 6 months. I can't remember if I told you this the last time I saw you a few months back, but the last 6, 7 months have been probably the craziest. Um, because I think did I tell you about my drummer? I
I
can't
think
remember.
so. I think so,
So
yeah.
yeah, so like 6 months ago, the drummer in my band uh became unwell very well. He had been unwell before, but then he recovered. And then we were in recording 3 songs. I had an album to do, and we did started the first three, and then the other ones they hadn't heard yet. The rest of the band. So we went. They had heard the first three, so we went and we're recording them. And my drummer, that was on a Wednesday, and my drummer Ben told me on that he had an appointment on Friday, um, and he called me on the Saturday morning to tell me that he'd already got his results from his, and unfortunately they told him they had very limited time left. So we had only 3 of 10 songs done at that point. So obviously I had to have the conversation with him, ask him, what he wanted to do. Did he want to continue on or just spend his time with his family and stuff? And he says, hell no. I want to get on these songs. And I'm like, okay, so that's what we did. So there was a bit of rush. So I'm telling you this so that you understand how the last 6 months have been. So after these first 3 songs, we're like, okay, we got to do this in a hurry because we don't know how much time we have. And bearing in mind, the guys hadn't heard these songs at this point. I had literally written them and we'd only done the first three. So anyhow, we went into the studio and we did half of them just straight off the floor because we never had time. Actually, in the last songs that we did, the ones that are you know coming up, they were literally off the floor. And Ben, he passed away. I think it was 2.5 weeks after the last recording. So I'm telling you all of this to get you into the picture. So Ben passed away at the end of June. And I had made a promise to him that I would make sure that all of these songs were out and released. This is a particular group of songs that he's featured in, and they'll be the last ones, obviously. So this last 6 months, I've been on a mission to make sure that these songs are out with a music video in the world for people to hear and hear, Ben's final drumming because he was our friend as well as our drummer, and it's a big loss for us. But anyhow, so you can hear them. The first one after Ben passed away was actually released pretty quickly. It was released at the end of August, I think it was, and that was the Heartland one. And then the next one was released in October, and that was She's an Illusion. And then the Christmas one was released in November. I think it was the middle of November or something. It's not really a Christmas song, but it's a ballad. It was best fitting it round about that time. Um, And the next one has literally just been released today. So that's four. Um, so the latest song is called All That Glitters. And it's an interesting one. Because like I say, we never really worked on these songs You know, we literally went into the studio, and that's what popped up from the sheets and stuff. Um, and this one is an interesting one. They're all kind of different, which I really like. I like the fact that they're different. And this one is kind of, I wouldn't say punk, but it has that vibe. I don't know if you have managed to listen to it yet, but it does. It has that punky vibe. Um, so, and when we first recorded it, I'm like, you know what? I really I really like this. This is cool. Um, so obviously there's a video that goes with that as well, which is going to be released tonight. It's 8 o'clock our time, which is 1 a.m. your time. So, if anybody's still up, tune into YouTube and you'll see me at my finest.
Yeah. Speaking of YouTube, there we go. Subscribe over to River Brooks' YouTube channel there to actually see the video.
Look at that. It's weird seeing it
Yeah,
here on YouTube on your screen there.
yeah,
So there's a whole load of tunes in there. I mean,
yeah,
I think there's the whole first album. This is the second album. Actually, there's another album behind this collection. So we got plenty of material for probably another couple of years. You'll have to put up with me for another couple of years, imagine.
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
But there's
yeah.
a
Well, I'm more than happy.
there's have you did you hear any of the older ones?
Yeah, I've listened to some of them. Like your dreams, she's an
Yeah,
illusion,
yeah.
Heartland, time will tell. All absolutely brilliant.
You
All
like Time Will
absolutely brilliant.
Tell?
Yeah.
That's my James Bond song. I decided I was going to be James Bond, doing a James Bond style thing, and that's kind of the vibe in that one. You see the swimming
Yeah.
girl. That swimming girl is actually me.
Yeah. Cool.
It is, and you know what? I decided I wasn't going to tell anyone, but I figured, you know what? Who cares? Nobody cares. Yeah, it's me. But and the little black book one is as well in there.
Yeah.
I like the little
Cool.
black book. I wrote that during the COVID. So you can probably tell with the video, it's all very doom and gloom.
I also like that Blue Monday as well. Blue Monday as well.
Yeah, Blue Monday's a nice one. It's kind of like a soft rock, I guess. Would you call it soft rock?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
would. Yeah.
it's like a. I can't. What I mean, I'm not even sure because you're independent. You can, I can kind of go from one thing to the next. You're not stuck in any, and I like that. It's whatever wherever the music takes you, I suppose. But I so when people say, "So what genre?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know, kind of everything." I don't know. What would you say?
I would say a little bit of everything.
It is, eh?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because I mean, we've got. It's hard. I can't really fit myself or the music into any particular genre because I get so many different types of people that like different songs. They don't like them all, right?
Yeah.
But they'll like something in there, and so that's kind of that's perfect, right?
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Because the more people that you have liking stuff, the more people disliking it. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much life in
Isn't it
general.
though? Isn't it though?
Yeah. Yeah. So, um, let's get to your new single, which is out today, and that is All That Glitters.
Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so this is the one that is, I mean, it's not really punk, but it has that kind of vibe about it. You'll see what I mean when you listen to it or when you watch the video there. So this song was inspired by this wealthy couple that decided to go public and complain that they had no well that they were forced to live in a $5 million house, and this was during COVID, and it was just after COVID. You know, when all the places were locked down and stuff, and people were literally struggling to pay their bills, and feed their families and stuff. And I remember seeing this in the news, and I'm like, this is so insensitive, and it just highlighted for me the massive divide between the people that have so much money and the people that literally have nothing. And that's what inspired this song, is because for the life of me, I couldn't understand how these guys were complaining about having to live in this tiny $5 million mansion when folks were starving. I mean, why would you? I mean, if that's what they think, fair enough, but publicly? And so that song was inspired by that. Um, and obviously, it's the ugly reality, right? The divide between the people that have and the folk that don't have. So in the video itself, we decided to, lighten it up a wee bit. So it's a wee bit fun there. But that's really the essence. This song is about. You know, I think for some people, it doesn't matter how much they have, it's never going to be enough, right? And these are the
Yeah,
people that are normally the most unhappy. Um, and that's just how it is, because they're never satisfied, which is tragic, really, right?
yeah, it
That's
is. Yeah,
really that's really the essence of this song, is that it's not all about money. It's called All That Glitters, and it's no gold. All that, just because it's sparkly doesn't mean it's precious, right?
yeah,
And
true, true.
that's really what the the song is about. Um, so I mean, it's actually one of the shortest songs I have. It's literally, I think it's 3 minutes. It might be just under 3 minutes, which is short, but I think it does the job. And the video is fun. I think when you watch it, you'll see what I mean. It's quite fun. It's different to the other ones, but it still has that kind of rocky edge to it. I think all my stuff is gonna have some, it's gonna have that vibe somewhere. Apparently, it's just the voice. Apparently, I could make jazz songs be rock. I'm like, okay. So that's the one that's literally just released this morning, and the video will be released at 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. your time.
Yeah.
So 8 o'clock here. So if you guys are still up at 1 in the morning, go check it out. You'll have a little chuckle. You'll have a little laugh at my expense, and that's good.
Uh, One of my subscribers and one of my mods, Aussie Ann 2025, says, "Is she Scottish? Love the accent."
Yes, I'm from Edinburgh. Originally, I'm from Edinburgh, yeah. I've been over here in Montreal for, oh, too long. Too long. Put it that way. It's too long to figure out. You know when you get to that age where you have to start, counting it, like, wait. So quite a long time. Uh,
Yeah,
but I'm originally from Edinburgh in Scotland, yeah.
yeah. And my head moderator, Lisaboo, fellow Canadian, uh, yes, love the accent too.
Ah, thank you very much. I thought I might have lost it by now, but I think it's probably a bit softer than it was originally, because you have to try
Yeah,
and accommodate so that people that are not from the UK can understand what you're saying.
yeah. I was the same when I moved down to Yorkshire. Because I've sometimes say people say, what? What are you saying? Can you repeat that?
See you, Jimmy, you bastard. Oh, sorry.
It's all right. You can swear. You can swear here.
Oops. It's a family show, right? Hell. Hell, damn, sorry.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm feeling all flustered and embarrassed now. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
don't
Yeah,
worry about it.
I got my barbecue cup.
Yeah,
Sorry, you don't mind me
yeah,
drink.
yeah.
Oh. So yeah, that's where I'm from. I'm from Edinburgh. It's been a while though. I'm hoping to go back soon. Actually, do you know the song "The Heartland" is about Edinburgh? That's why it's called that. You know, that's why I wrote it because one time I was we have a nice lake here, and I was sitting at the lake there, just looking out. You know, having a minute to myself, and then it came to me, the Heartland song. So you can see there that's actually about Edinburgh, the Heartland. Um,
You know,
oh, look at that! You
yeah,
got that on the screen. Yeah, this one here.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
actually about my. So that yeah, that was the lake. Um, and so I tell you, you know, it's quite nice. It's got some pictures from Edinburgh and stuff in there, and it's yeah, it's a nice song. She says, "It's my song. Of course, it's going to be nice. I'm going to say it's nice, right?"
Yeah, yeah.
But that song is actually about Edinburgh.
Cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. So, um, is there going to be a sort of like a follow up track to All That Glitters?
All the yes, there's another one comes after All That Glitters, and that's again it's a different again. So if you're looking for variety, you've come to the right person. But yeah, oh look, yikes! Turn it off. Turn it off, man.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, there is a follow up after it. So this one today, All That Glitters, and then the next one, I believe they're going to release a song called Deja Vu, which is actually the track for it, because we actually run out of time. I think I explained to you earlier for this collection of songs that we're releasing now. Um, it's really featuring the drummer. Um, there were supposed to be 10, but we run out of time, so we only managed to do 7. So I guess, would you call that an extended play or a mini album? I don't know. I guess it's
It's, I would say, EP, LP.
yeah,
It's
extended
on that
play.
border.
So there's 7 songs. Yeah. So this is us on number 4. Um. So the next one after that, I think is it February? It might actually be March for Deja Vu. But so yeah, in the last 6 7 months, like I was saying to you earlier, this will be the fourth single plus music video. There's so much work. Anyhow, we're getting there. And so the next song is Deja Vu, yeah. And it's basically I guess it's like, when you get that sixth sense that you go somewhere and you feel that you've been here before. Do you know that kind of thing? That's really what it's
Yeah,
about. Because that's happened a few times to me. You go somewhere you've never been before, but it's really familiar to you. That's really what the song's about. And it's called Deja Vu. And the
yeah,
same for,
cool.
like, I guess it applies to situations as well. You've been in this situation and you think you've never been, but it feels familiar.
Yeah, yeah,
um, so that's the next one. I think it's February or March. But yeah, but anyhow, so we got this one that's literally just released today, and then that one in February, March, and then there's another one after that, and another after that, and then after that, that'll be that collection. That'll wrap up that kind of EP for Ben there. After that, there's another album. We're we're gonna be good for another couple of years.
cool.
You're gonna have to
Cool.
put up with me for another couple of years.
Yeah. You're more than welcome to come back anytime.
You'll be like, oh, her again, she's released another single. Oh my god. And I wonder what delight it is this time. No, seriously, yeah. I love to make music. It's just, and I think the last time I spoke with you, I told you that I had decided to get some jazz guitar lessons. So you'll have some jazz chords in there. You'll be sneaking in with some jazzy stuff.
Cool, cool,
We
cool,
get groovy and jazzy.
cool, cool. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. Yeah. So, is there going to be sort of like any gigs coming from this from the EP? Are you going to be
I
playing up
hope
live?
so. I hope so, because like I was saying to you earlier, nothing much has happened in the last year or so because we've been working on this and then flat out the last 7 months on, where we're at now. Um, but for 2025, that's my goal. I mean, we still have songs to go in video, so we're going to be busy to the middle of this year. But I would like to get the band out. We have some great musicians in there. We have we were lucky that we found a new drummer as well, so we're set to go. And the new drummer is called Ben. Can you believe that? Um, so yeah, we're all set to go. We have Ben on drums, Benny, that's the new drummer. We have Lewis on bass. We've got Chris on guitar, and we've got Melanie on keys. And they're all outstanding musicians. You'll hear it in the music there. Um, it doesn't take much for them. I'll give them the sheets, and then they'll just bring it somewhere else, and I'm like, okay, let's go. So they're a very talented bunch. I'm very lucky. And our producer as well. He's Kevin. He's from Uplift Studios in Montreal. He's awesome as well. So patient. He puts up with a lot from me. But yeah, so the plan is that we'll get out. That's definitely on the list to organize, and so I have to start making progress on that. See who's gonna have us.
Now, one of my Lisaboo normally asks this. When you do get out to play live,
Mm-hmm.
where would you where would you love to go to play live at? What is your dream venue to play at?
Hmm. You know what? I don't know. I think I'd prefer somewhere cozy. At first, I'm thinking, oh, I could go play the Bell Center or some stadium somewhere, but I'm not sure that would be my dream place. Would be somewhere, a few hundred people, but you know, not too big, quite intimate. Yeah, I think that's the kind of venue I would like to play with the guys. Because then you see your audience, they get to see you, and you're not just a dot in the distance. I prefer that. It's more intimate and more. It's nicer for your audience and your fans, right? Um, so venue, I don't know. None springs to mind. It's that small. I can think of giant ones, but I think that would be my preference. It's a smaller place.
Yeah,
But obviously, the smaller place, the less money, right? That's it. That's the bottom line. But
yeah,
yeah, a smaller venue, few hundred, 500 maybe. I think that's a good amount. Do you think that's too? Do you think that's a big place?
yeah. No, it's fine. Me personally, I prefer like going to smaller venues because you can
Yeah,
get because you can have that interaction with, like, speaking from like a fan point of view, I can have
yeah,
that interaction with the artist who I've
yeah. And
got to see.
you can actually see them, and you can, you get the vibe. Then it's more a vibe rather than, just going through the mo. I mean, obviously we go and see. Actually, I'm going to go and see AC/DC in Nashville in May. Um, so I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be fun. But do you know what I mean? You go and you see them, but you never really know them, right? They're like in the distance. There's so many people there. You're just a dot in a crowd. Um, but yeah, I prefer the smaller places. I like that. I want to talk to the people. I
Mhm.
wanted to have a rapport with them, and so yeah, smaller for me. So if you want to book me somewhere, 500, something like that is the max.
Yeah, yeah, cool, cool.
Well,
Um,
that looks like my website. Is that my website?
it's Bandcamp.
Oh, it's Bandcamp. Yeah, that needs to
Yeah,
be updated. Actually, I was told it needed to be updated.
yeah,
So I'm gonna get them on a case because I think that all that's on there is the original album.
yeah. Reform Soul.
That's right. So there's another 7 now songs that need to go on there. I'll get them to do it this weekend, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's
So yeah,
the one of these songs continues to be played all the time, eh? People really like it. It's Break the Chains.
yeah, yeah.
It seems to
That's
be
a good
very,
song.
yeah, it seems to be very popular still, and that was released a few years ago. So
Yeah,
yeah, so I'll be updating Bandcamp this weekend. Actually, they have there's gonna be a new like headers and stuff. A new design for the YouTube and stuff. So that's coming this weekend. So we'll get them to do them all, and they'll be all up to date.
cool. Yeah. There's been a few comments in the chat there saying that Ozzy and said that it's more personal. I guess talking about venues.
Hmm.
Um, I guess that's so. Lisaboo says that's cool. I like the more personal venues, like the smaller venues.
Yeah,
Um, uh, Aussie again saying that seeing some local singers um, in small places, it's more being more comfortable, being more personal to
yeah,
actually.
yeah. You're right there beside them. You're not in the distance. You can actually see them.
Yeah, yeah,
I like that. I like that interaction. It's more real, and it's a whole different vibe. You feel like you're part of the action, which you are, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I've been at gigs where the guitarist singer has literally jumped off stage and run around the venue,
Yeah,
literally,
it's fun,
and
eh?
yeah, and I've had singers come up, run off the stage and ran specifically run to me and give me a hug
Oh
and
wow.
everything. Yeah, it's just like absolutely wild. It's that sort of like interaction
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
band where the singer jumps up the stage and he just like runs around and be a complete lunatic type of thing and give people give people hugs and stuff. That type of stuff.
yeah. I mean, I think it's more comfortable as well for the artists. It's less daunting as well.
Yeah,
When you didn't want like 3 people, you want obviously, you want a decent crowd, but it's more comfortable when you can see everyone, you can communicate with them. I like that. Um,
yeah,
it's like because you see, I think all of my songs, I consider them a story. There's in every song there, none of them are just songs for the sake of throwing out a song. There's a story between in every one of these tunes, and they're mostly about self-preservation, confidence, personal autonomy, they're mostly all about that and about the real things that matter, rather than stuff and money. It's more about they're people songs. I call them like real songs. Things that affect us all. And that's what really the theme through all of the songs are. You know.
Cool, cool. So, um, uh, what is your favourite song to sing live?
Actually, you know what? I sung "She's an Illusion" um, for the first time. Was it last week? Last week. That one. You mean of my own?
Yeah,
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 yeah. "She's an Illusion." That one was rocking. Actually, it was very good. Um, but then it's really the musicians make it so right. But yeah, that's a good one to do live. It gets people moving. They like it. It's got that kind of, and you can play. You're gonna you can muck around and do all the play acting. Be the celebrity. That's what it's about, eh? She's an
yeah,
illusion. It's about celebrity and how it's not all it's cracked up to be.
yeah.
But
Cool,
yeah, you can do all the fancy stuff. But yeah, so that was a good one to do live.
cool. So, is there going to be any sort of like merchandise for the new EP?
You know what? I'm still thinking about that. I guess I could. I mean, at some point you have to think about, right. Okay, I gotta try and at least break even. Because obviously it's super. It can cost a lot of money to throw out singles all the time, which is one of the biggest problems for independent artists. They have to find what can be a ton of money to produce the song and then get their musicians. All the musicians have to be paid, and then you have to make the videos, and so the time you add, and that's for each one. So by the time you add that all together, it's super expensive. So coming back to your original question, yeah, I guess I should make an effort to try and sell, get some merch, t-shirts for sure. And and earlier you mentioned Bandcamp. You can sell your t-shirts on there and stuff, can you?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
So
Yeah,
maybe
because
because I actually do have some t-shirts. I have stuff, um, and I have stuff that I could put on there. If people want to buy, because you're not going to make money through Spotify, and you're not going to make anything on Spotify. But and people are saying, oh yeah, but it's like a promotional tool, and I suppose it is, but somebody's getting rich, and it's not the artists, the small ones anyway.
yeah, that's why I said keep go to Bandcamp. At least you get like a nice return
Yeah, you
from.
can get something, so I should do it. I mean, I think you can even buy the artists a coffee or something like that. Can you?
Yeah, I
Is
think
that
so.
on
Yeah,
Bandcamp? Like, buy
I
me
think
a
so.
coffee? I saw. Is that real?
I think so. Yeah, I'm on their Bandcamp now. Uh, yeah,
I haven't been in there for such a while, so yeah, they're gonna update it
yeah,
weekend. So next time you look, it's gonna be different. Blah. Okay.
yeah,
All right. Cool. So I've got
yeah,
work to do.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, um, s- speaking of sort of like merchandise,
Mm-hmm.
I know there's quite a few people who will say, "El, you didn't ask this question. We are coming for you." Is there any plans on doing putting your music onto vinyl. Obviously, it's all to do with like cost and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So that's the biggest issue, like I was saying to you just there, is to put it onto vinyl, you really have to have dedicated fans who will buy it, right? Because otherwise you end up spending a fortune in them sitting there. Um, Although someone was telling me you can do a like vinyls to order. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, yeah. It's a bit like that print to order. It's
Yeah.
like yeah.
So you think that's a good thing?
I would say put yeah in a way that yes, but also it's sort of like putting it out to your fan base and say right, okay, um we're thinking about putting my music onto vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Hands up, hands up who want a copy.
Yeah.
And if say 50 say yes, yes,
Mhm.
I will do a short run of 50 limited
Yeah.
vinyl,
Yeah.
and then after that it will be like a print on order, press
Yeah.
on order.
Yeah. It is not super. Is it? I mean, it used to be super expensive to have that done. Is it? Is it still the same, or is it much cheaper?
It's starting to get a little bit cheaper from what I've been hearing.
Mm-hmm. Is that because no many people? Well, I suppose when no many people want them, then they're more expensive, right?
Yeah, it's vinyl now is it's a big business.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just in I've just heard a report in just in the UK,
Mm-hmm.
vinyl sales outstripped um, uh, I think it was 2.9 billion sales of music in just in the UK, and it's,
And that's like physical CDs and vinyls and stuff.
that's for everything in the UK. It's 2.9 billion.
That's still a
Uh,
lot, eh? So people
yeah,
are still buying stuff. Like they're
yeah,
not. It's not all streaming, right?
yeah. That's pretty much everything. CDs, yeah, vinyl, streaming, downloads, stuff like that. And it's a nice healthy percentage of that is actually vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ah. So then maybe it is a consideration.
it's a food for thought. It's a
Yeah,
food
for
for thought.
sure. I mean, we'll do all the. I mean, even CDs. So do you think people still buying the CDs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still buy them.
Yeah.
I still I still buy the vinyl.
I mean, I suppose, like, yeah, I would still buy one as well. I suppose if you love music, you'll buy it. If you just listen to it in the passing, you're just going to stream it, right?
Yeah,
But if you actually love music and you like sitting listening to it, you it's like books for me. I like to have a book in my hand. I don't like to scroll to read. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of
yeah,
like that. You want a physical CD or a vinyl hey, see they're bringing back the tapes or they're thinking about it,
yeah,
eh? Cassette tape.
yes, yes. Still do this. They're bringing it back because of the popularity of mixtape.
Imagine
Mixtape.
you would get the pencil. Remember getting the pencil to wind the tape
Yeah,
back in.
yep.
Very
Yeah, no,
mangled.
yeah. This is what I'm listening to.
Who's that again?
Halloween,
Who's that?
Halloween, Halloween.
Ah, look at that. Very cool. You've got quite a collection there, Roy.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, considering I've got about 6,000 bands.
Wow, that's crazy. Well,
Yeah.
if I end up getting a vinyl cut, I will send you one.
Oh, oh. Let me see. So, um, excuse me. So, well, yeah. Where can people find you on social media? Obviously, you've got your YouTube channel and Bandcamp. Where can people find you on?
Well,
other sites?
I'm on Facebook. I tend to post mostly on Facebook. You know what? I'm really bad. I'm not very good at with social media. Um, Although I'm on all of them, I'm not on all of them all the time. So I tend to only have one in particular that I post, and then it seems to post on, like, if you're on Facebook, it seems to post it into Instagram as well. But basically, you'll find me on all of the platforms. I even have a TikTok. Is TikTok still a thing, or is it cancelled yet?
Um, if it is going to be cancelled, it's going to be cancelled soon, from what I've been hearing.
Yeah, eh? Man. Um, yeah, so you'll find me everywhere. I'm mostly on Facebook. And I have two pages on Facebook. One is just the band stuff, and the other one is more like, everyday stuff, as well as the music stuff. It's kind of a mix of me ranting about stuff, the usual. So I have two. So you'll find me on Facebook. Um, I'm also on Instagram. I'm on Threads, although I still haven't figured out how that actually works. Are you on Threads?
Yeah, I am. It's a bit like, it's basically Instagram. Basically, it's a mix of Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, it looks like, and maybe a wee bit of Twitter in there as well. Although I'm still trying to figure it out because it seems to be like random almost. Everyone just comments, and then you're not sure who's responding to who.
Yeah,
But so I'm on Threads. I'm on, what else is there? I'm on
X.
Twitter. I'm on, yeah, X. I'm on there. Um, does that leave anything else? I think I'm on them all.
Yeah, yeah,
But YouTube as well. YouTube is where I put all the music stuff. And for every song, um, I try and put a video, more than just a lyric one. I, I try and put an actual video that helps to explain the song. And the earlier, as I go on, I may, if I ever find myself with some time, I may do it for the earlier songs that I didn't have time to do videos for. Although they were released, a while ago. You can still release music videos, right?
yeah,
So, but so you'll find all my stuff on YouTube, and there's links in there as well to the various things. And I have I do have a website, but we've been using the one with a label, so you'll see that in there as well. Um, and that's it. This year is, and also I don't know if did I when I spoke to you last, had I had my flood? I was
think you mentioned
flooded.
that. I think so.
My studio was flooded in all the rains and stuff. So it literally had to renovate all this area. It was totally ruined. So that's another thing that happened since I we spoke last. But yeah, so yeah, you can find me pretty much anywhere. You'll find me. You just need to type in my name into your search bar there, and something will pop up. Hopefully, it's good stuff that pop up. No, like juicy gossip. River Brukes did this.
Yeah, that's if you're gonna search, River, it's River with double I. That's Riiverbruks.
Yeah, River with the two eyes and Brooks with a U. You'll find me. I'll be there. I'll be waiting for you.
Yeah, yeah. So, um, I, I'll ask this question. I know I asked this question before. Yeah, yeah, question before. Any advice for people who want to become a musician, whether it be for themselves or for, like, to start putting some music out?
Well, you mean people that aren't musicians already? They're
Yeah,
learning.
yeah, or
Uh,
just want people see a guitar or started to get singing lessons.
well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously, I'm going to recommend that you go and to your local music school or something. Pick up, you can get a cheap guitar. Doesn't have to be flashy if you're just learning. It just needs to be a simple guitar. Get guitar lessons. Um, Singing lessons. If you're not a musician and you want to sing, I would say that it's best to learn an instrument as well, because I think one of the biggest problems is for singers is like timing and stuff like that. You know, And so if they learn an instrument as well as doing their singing, it helps them. It helped me for sure. You know, when you're because you get your timing, and that's one of the biggest things that the musicians complain about. They're like, "Oh my God, well you need to come in here, you need to, you gotta count, all that sort of stuff." It's better if you want to sing to maybe learn a guitar or key. You don't have to be great, but just enough to you understand what you're doing. So yeah, I'd say that. Failing that, if you don't have the money, a lot of money, there's not much money going around just now. There's always plenty of things on YouTube, for just picking up basic things. There's some great channels on there you can find for guitar lessons, and just to get you started at least. Tons of stuff there, and it doesn't cost you anything, so that's always an option as well. But definitely, invest time. you know Anything that's great takes time and effort. You have to be patient, especially with the guitar. And oh man, the amount of times that guitar's almost been through my window is so you have to be patient and invest in yourself. Bring yourself on, and if it seems hard, that's good because you're learning. That's why it's hard, because you're learning every time. That would be my
Sound,
advice.
yeah, cool. Sound advice there. Sound advice. So spend a bit of time in learning.
Yeah, for sure. Anything that's worthwhile is no easy. Like I said, if you want to, I know, and success. Figure out why you want to do it as well. If your whole plan is just to make money and be famous, then the chances are you're gonna be disappointed, because most of us don't, you know, end up multimillionaires from our music. But if you do it because you love it, then as you progress along, you're going to be successful anyway.
So true. So true. So true. Yeah, it's. I was going to say it. It's only like a small percentage of people who do make it, shall we
Hmm.
say?
Yeah, it's not because they're not good. When I say that, it's not because they're not good. Some of the best musicians are the local ones that nobody knows, and it's not because they're not good. It's just because a whole different range of factors. They're not interested, or they don't. That's not why they're playing, or various different things. And you just go with the flow. But I think if you go in saying I'm going to be rich and famous on my music, you'll probably be disappointed, at least at some point.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
because like you say, the majority of people do. It's like actors and all that sort of stuff, right? There's lots of actors, but there's very few that's making millions of dollars every movie and stuff. $20 million. There's very few of them. That's why we know them all. So as long as you keep things real, invest in yourself, and the time, dedicate the time to always improving yourself, and learning something new. Um, and keep moving forward, then whatever will be, as they say.
Oh yeah.
That's it. That's all. That's all you can do, right? Do your
Yeah.
best.
Yeah. So we're going to be starting to wrap things up, River. Uh, So, any final words before we sign off?
Any final words? Yes, go and listen to River Brukes. No, for
Yeah,
sure. Go and listen and watch the videos. I think you'll like them. Um, there's a fair mix in there. You know, they're not all the same. They got different vibes in each one. And if you can, if you're still up tonight at 1 o'clock when the next video is going to be released, then watch it and let me know what you think. Put something in the comments and let me know it's you.
yeah,
That would be really cool. Other
oh,
than
good.
that, I'd say thank you very much for having me on your show, El. I really appreciate it. And this is the second time as well. I can't believe you asked me back after the first time, but here we are. It's always nice to speak to you and your followers, and so I really appreciate you asking me on.
Yeah,
It's
my
a whole
pleasure.
lot of fun chatting to you, and thank you for having me. And
Yeah,
that's really it. Um, like I said to you earlier, the next song won't be until probably March, I think. But it's still a steady stream, so every month, 2 months, there'll be a new song and a new video. Um, so come on over, make yourself known. That'll be very exciting for me to have people from the UK say hiya.
yeah, yeah. There's Aussie and 2005. She's in Australia and Lisaboo's in Canada, and it's me in the UK.
Yeah,
So yeah, got people from all over.
it's awesome. It's really awesome, and I had some people from Scotland message me about the Heartland song there, and that was so awesome. I'm like, yay! Somebody beyond my family's listened to the tune. But yeah, I really appreciate all your support and all that you do for, independent musicians. And I always say this because I believe it. All the independent radios and people with channels like yourself, Al, who do all this. Um, they're the unsung heroes. They put the music out and try and get people to hear the artist's music. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure, and my pleasure, and thank you for saying yes to basically to come back on again. It's been a total
Whenever you
pleasure.
want, whenever you want, you have a fan here. Whenever you like, I shall be very more than happy to come and just talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You're more than welcome to come back on or say, "Oi, El, I want to come back on again."
I say, El, are you looking for someone just to chit chat? I'll come and chit chat. I can talk about anything for any length of time.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
See, I'm from Scotland, and we just go knit. We just like that all day long, drinking,
Oh,
talking, and drinking tea.
oh yeah. 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 It's a bit like that in there. It's a bit like that down here in Sunderland as well.
Yeah, just drinking tea and chit chat. Well,
Yeah.
why not? That's what it's all about.
Oh yeah. 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 So, River, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a total pleasure. And yeah, and guys, go check out River's music over on Bandcamp, um, YouTube, and everywhere that's in on the socials. And all the links are in the description as well. So please go check her out. She's brilliant, brilliant. She's amazing.
Thank you.
Um, yeah,
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
yeah, my pleasure, River. So until next time, guys, which is tomorrow, on for the Saturday night podcast. So with myself and Lisaboo. So yeah. So until next time, guys, we'll catch you all later.
Bye.